What up, world? It's Julia 11 Gulia. Let's see what we can do today. We've got a champs game number 8. Right now we are 3 out of 7. And so we're really looking for a win here. Today I'm going to play a couple games, so let's just see if we can get a win. Wait, am I at 3 out of 7? I'm at 4 out of 7. 4 out of 7. Yeah, so I've won 4, lost 3. So I'm looking at this 9-5-10 or the 4-8-10 or even possibly the 9-6-3. I'm going to go ahead and grab the 4-8-10. Put my road right. That way I can road to more wheat. The 8-3 is always an out, but I think it's worth it going for it. There's always the possibility that I could get the 9-4-3 also. But I think it's kind of crucial in the starting pick to lock up kind of the best spot on the board, that being the 8-or. Just because, you know, as the picks go on, you have better picks coming back, which is why sometimes I don't always like going in first, because sometimes it's not necessarily the best setup for first, but we'll see what happens. So as far as outs, I mean, obviously the 9-6-3 would be amazing. I just don't think that's going to be available. So we got black, who chose 9-5-10. Very strong pick. They could go down to that sheep port, have a pretty nice game going on. I'm kind of hoping that I can grab the 3-1 and swing back to the wheat port. Although I don't really find the wheat port that versatile. I just don't know how I'm going to get any sheep on this board. I think maybe the sheep was actually pretty crucial there. Maybe I should have grabbed... I think I should have just grabbed the 9-6-3, honestly. Thomas got the 8-10-3. Very Thomas setup. She loves building. She doesn't really like or wheat sheep. I think I might just end up having to take the 10-5 here on the way back. I'm actually curious, should I take the 5-2 and go down to the 6-2? Or is 10-5 better, starting with a 3-1 and more wheat? I don't know, I'm also kind of... Either way, I'm dependent on the 10s. So red grabs the 11-6-12, head into the wood port, and gets the 9-6-3. Which is pretty strong. They're extremely tradable with all the wheat and the sheep. And the 6 is the best wood on the board, and they don't really have strong ore. But I'm sure they can get trades for ore, because it looks like I'm going to be needing sheep. Thomas grabs the 11-5-4. I'm kind of surprised that Thomas did that and not the 11-6-5. I thought the 11-6-5 would have been pretty strong for her. And then she would have had a nice road connect. She could still connect roads here, but it might be a little bit more difficult. Maybe she just didn't want to leave the 11-9-4 available. So a lot of the board is locked up right now. There are no... Well, I think Hoff's going to take, the 11-6-3. And there's no more 3 hex spots. Yeah, so Huff takes the 6-3-11, heading towards the 11-9. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to start with the 3-1, take the 10-5, immediately roll a 5. There we go. Looking for 10s here, though. Let's hope they come through. Rolled a 4. Another 5. Yeah, immediate city for Thomas. This is not looking good for me. There is also merit that maybe I should have taken the 5-2 and gone right towards the 6-2. I would have such low wheat, but I mean, either way I have low wheat. Man, and once I city up the 8-4-9, or the 8-4-10, then every 10 becomes a free card. My sheep also, or wheat. Yeah, I probably should have done that. I think I should have taken a little bit more time and really evaluated that. Because then I would have had a pretty strong or wheat sheep setup, honestly. Okay. Naturally, a 7 out. It's really no good spot to hit Thomas here, other than the 5 or. Guess I just do the sheep. Stop her from deving. Ooh, I got a brick. Okay, so we're just going to drop the road, go to the 3-1, which is really just about doubling up the 8 and getting more wheat. Man, and I missed a 2 roll. See, I'd have 2 sheep now. If I, had started on that brick port with the 5. Yeah, I think that's what I should have done ultimately. I'm glad I see it though now. I mean, it's a little too late now, but I'm glad I see it. It's all about improving, right, everybody? It's all about improving, identifying your mistakes, and being able to make it a little bit easier to see later. See, I wouldn't have to be doing any of these trades. I would just have 2 devs in my hand. Do I hold for the city or for the settle? I'll just hold. Yeah, we're just gonna hold. Yeah, honestly, maybe because I settled on the 3-1, the 10-5 up there, I probably should have pointed down towards the wheat port and doubling up the 10. Also didn't think the board was going to be this locked. I thought I'd actually get stuck with like 6-11-3 or something around there. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Definitely. If I was going to take the 10-5, I should have went down to the wheat port. If I was going to take the 5-2, then go to the 3-1 and double up the ore. Okay, so Thomas traded brick for wood. Okay, I really need a 4 or a 10 here. And I can go ahead and settle, or a city. Okay, Thomas making her way to the 11-9. Okay, there's a wood. I have the settle. Ooh, let's see if I can get a trade, though. It's with Thomas. I'll go ahead and take it. All right, let's get this 3-1. Now we just need a 3, 4, 10. There's a 5. Yeah, so I'm thinking the issue with my setup is I don't have an edge on anyone. Sort of nobody has an edge on anybody but Thomas. Thomas is the only one with an edge on anybody. Okay, so Hoff has a city down. Ooh, and a 9 rolls. Me and Hoff are really losing out on these 10s. They're not rolling. Okay, I have so much ore. Okay, red buys a development card. We'll go ahead and take that with black. I'd really like for them to actually be able to beat Thomas to the 11-9. Thomas is just so powerful here. Yeah, I don't see a way we're gonna beat Thomas here. Ooh, there's the 10. There's the 10. Okay, also, Thomas builds a road towards the 3-1. She's just setting up her settles. Ooh, we got a yacht from red. Woodport is active. Now let's go ahead and move this. I guess we'll just put it on the 6. Still from Hoff. Just because I need a wood. Hoff upset. I was kind of hoping for a brick there also. Saying he's on 4. Well, that's cool. I'm on 3. Okay, so that's a revenge block. Which I don't think is really that smart. She's been getting a lot of trades. Don't get me wrong, I trade her a lot also. But she's just getting so many trades. Yeah, so Thomas makes so much wheat here. That block does nothing for her. Like, realistically, we all make wheat. Like, I don't understand why red wouldn't be, I don't know, blocking the 5 ore here. Or is something to stop Thomas from moving. Okay, cool. The 10 just rolled. That's not really that good of a block, in my opinion. Okay, so we got a city. So we'll go ahead and drop the city and drop the road. And I think now I'm going to go ahead and... I'm just probably going to have to road to the brick port. There was really no reason why I should have settled on that 10-5. That 10-5 did not help me at all. I think that was a blunder on my part. I should have went 5-2 to 6-2. This would have been a completely other game. I would have already been settled now on the 6-2. I would be making sheep. I would have the best sheep and not the best wheat per se, because Thomas would have really good stuff, but also I had to trade Thomas for like a sheep and everything, and that helped her going. Ultimately, these are all like the butterfly effect or chain reactions. Yeah, I'm just gonna embargo her. What is she doing? Thomas, stop it. Stop it, Thomas. I really enjoy playing with Thomas. Like she's a lot of fun to play with. And she's gotten really good. Like I've been watching her play for the last year and like playing with her and everything. 'Cause she went up to D1 for a little while, so that's when I really first met her. And then whenever I went down to D2 like this summer, like I've just been hanging out with her. Like I really just enjoy playing with her in the mornings and stuff. She's fun. Thomas letting it ride with 10 cards. Let's hope for a 7. Okay, so the reason why red isn't blocking the 5 before is because she's trying to get it to roll so they can seal the ore. Yeah, and I don't have any sheep. I'm just like at the whim of this board. I have no edge on anybody. This was a bad blunder by me, honestly. 'Tis what it is, though. 'Tis what it is. See if I can get a wood here. Okay. See if we can just get the road settle. Okay, cool. So I got the road settle. I can do the next brick. Yeah, see, I've just wasted so many resources just for essentially the 10-5, and I wouldn't even want the 10-5. Like, if I went on the brick port, 5-2, I would have just gone down to the 6-2. Yeah. And then I would have had an edge on army. And if the 10s do start rolling, then I could possibly have a road play. Yeah, that was a blunder by me, guys. I'm sorry about that. But at least we've identified it, and next time we'll be able to see it. 9's going insane. I feel bad that Huff didn't get that that sheep port. Feel like this game's just gonna be between Thomas and Red here. Like it shows that I'm on 5, but I have no edge on anybody. Like I'm just building to 10 here. Because most likely Thomas will get road, or unless the 11s go insane and Sean can take road or pulls a road builder. I mean, other than that, it looks like it's... There's also validity to... And this has nothing to do with my game. I'm just looking to see like what else could have been done just in general. Well, no, he couldn't have done that because I would have been stuck with... Or I would have taken the 6-11-3. That would have been goated for me. Or, you know what? And this seems weird. I agree. This seems kind of crazy. But Black could have also taken the 11-9 and gone up to the 5-2. But I just would have went crazy, I think. Yeah, that's not really smart play by him. To take the 11-9. The 6-11-3 is way better. I just feel like it's... I think they should have always gotten the sheep port. Yeah, I think if I would have taken the time to like try to identify like, hey, what's my win con gonna be here? What am I trying to do here? Then I could have identified it better. Okay. All right. So we have a pop and a city. So I'll go ahead and pop first. It's a night. Okay. Well, I'm still in the runnings. I think maybe I could have also traded a wood for a sheep and got 2 pops there. I think that might have also been a play. Because then I could have snuck army and then, or maybe pulled a road builder or something and take road. I'm not sure. This is my first game of the morning. I think I need to start warming up with a 1v1 or something. Because I've noticed that most of the time I lose my first game of the day. And then like, I ended up, then, you know, I do better. So I think maybe I should start doing a warm up. Maybe play, not an unranked. I ain't got time for that. Play a 1v1. Yeah, I think I gotta start warming up. Which is interesting. There's, it's interesting because like, since I've started recording games, I've started noticing certain patterns that I have throughout my gameplay, more than I had before. And I'm usually quite good at finding patterns and stuff like that. So, I think I also should have went ahead and moved the knight onto the 8 brick there. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Yeah, so I was watching a stream. What stream was it? I think it was Vamos Cosmos. his stream, and he had Donnie on the stream, and he was talking about how getting ready for tournaments, he'll wake up at like 2 a.m. and start playing some games then. That way he can get used to playing when he's tired, because tournaments are exhausting. If you've ever been to a tournament, an IRL tournament, it's exhausting. You essentially play, 3 games or 4 games depending on how big the tournament is. And because of how big the tournament is, and I just got robbed there. My city got stolen, which is fine. I really think I should have double popped there instead of pop city. I think I should have tried to get a sheep. I don't think the city really elevated my game at all. Other than now a 5 and a 10 is a free card, is my sheep, essentially. Yeah, red takes road. Probably going to take army too. Yeah, so what I was saying about Donnie is Donnie he wakes up at 2 a.m. and then starts playing, because tournaments are exhausting. And usually by the end of the tournament, like a lot of times for me, like my tournaments, they will go, you got 3 games, a semi, and a final game. So 5 games in one day, which like Houston qualifier that I went to, my first IRL tournament, the semi was 2.5 hours long, and then I ended up losing that semi by my own mistake. I had a road in my hand, and essentially I was just keeping the person who had road, or who could lock road and just win with road, off of getting road. And like I had played my mono, taking their sheep because they had sheep for it, and it was a really exciting game. And the fact that I had the road, and there was no reason not to go ahead and lay down the road. I couldn't get plowed or anything like that, and the pressure was on. The entire room, the entire bar was just like sitting there, just surrounded us, and I just made a blunder, and I think I was exhausted at that point and everything. And so I think I need to start maybe not waking up at 2 a.m. To start practicing playing tired, but as I get closer to the qualifier that I have in January, I think I'm going to start making runs where I play like 5 games at a time or something. And I should be in D1 next in January, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start making runs where I play 5 games at a time, which is going to take a long time. My husband's not going to be happy about it. So I don't know how I'm exactly going to be able to do it. And I think that was honestly also kind of a blunder. I know they won the ore port there, but we needed somebody fighting road against Thomas, and that play right there, that essentially this is just GG right here. Here we go. And she's got army. Double win con Thomas. Congratulations. She got a win. I think, what does that put her at now? I think she's 3 out of 7 now. In her new set. So that's pretty cool. I like playing with her. I like seeing her succeed and everything like that. I would have liked to win this game, but I think that game was dead from the start. I really think I should have taken the 5-2 brick port, gone down to the 6-2. Game would have been a lot different. I would have had an army. I would have had the ability to keep her stable, and she wouldn't have been able to build up so much because I needed a lot of trades from her. So ultimately, we made mistakes. We saw our mistakes. There was no way we could really come back from it. I think I could have had a way to come back from it if I had, instead of dropping the second city there, I could have double popped And then I would have ultimately, most likely, had army there. Okay, let's see what's going on here. She was robbed 10 times. I was robbed 2 times. 7 out, I guess, once. I 7 out once. She played a good game. She played a great game. This is a perfect game for Thomas. We love to see a double win con, and we love to support our friends. And although we wish we could have got the win there, you know, that just wasn't my game. I messed up. I blundered it, you guys. I blundered it. But that's all right. We make mistakes. We live. We learn. We take this on the chin. And we just do not forget this game.